Mouse settings, same as when they came here. Same as when I bought them, man. I don't change anything. It's factory. Factory reset. Riven ban. Someone is scared. They fear me. They're so scared of me. Jace, please? I could play some Jace. Depends on what they pick, though. Let me see what they pick. Jace? I can play against that pretty easily. Do I want to do something fun or just stomp? I think I'll just stomp. Because I ban Riven, otherwise I'd do something else. Okay. I don't know why you would ban Riven if you want to do Jace. Jace is more fun. At least in the matchup, you can beat Riven if you're good. 8,000, 50,000 people live on Steam when it came out, and now it has like 6K or something, 6 to 10K people, which is still a lot. It retained a lot, like for a fighting game standards. But I don't know. That's the thing. Games like there's the easy games like I don't know, like MOBAs to get into, Fortnite, all that sort of shit's much easier to just pick up. Fighting games that much.
An enemy has been slain.
Damn, he's actually so strong. I guess the double buff just makes him that powerful. Alright, once I get level 6, I should be fine. Sakura said Smash isn't a fighting game. I don't know how I feel about Smash, man. I never got into Smash Bros. Like, I don't know. It's definitely a fun part. I don't know. When I was younger, I used to see it as like a party game that you just play with friends and shit. Like, it's not like it wasn't really that. I don't know. And I never got out of that mentality. Like when I see Smash Bros, I don't even like see it as like.
My spirit is not lost.
Maybe it's wrong to see it that way. I just don't see it as like a fighting. I don't know. I don't see it as a fighting game. But it's definitely a fighting game because you're, you know. I don't know. It's just a mentality thing, I guess.
They've crossed the line.
That's bad. But he got sent flying in his ulti when I 3rd queued him. I don't know if you guys saw that. Smash players get butthurt when you say it's not a fighting game.
Extraordinary.
I mean, I feel their pain at the same time because there's some fighting games that I've played in the past that I got really, really good at, and I feel like they have harder mechanics than a bunch of games, and they're like insanely intensive at a high level. But people don't consider them like, you know, fighting games to play because they're like, I don't know, because it's just not the traditional. It's not the traditional fighting game mechanics, or even just like. That's not what I can do. Feels fucking bad, boys.
For those who were lost.
Smash doesn't have to be labeled as a fighting game to be good. I agree with that, 100%. But just for me personally, like, just I don't.
Burdens of the
It doesn't really like seem like a game that I would enjoy. It's just a preference thing, really. Oh, well, I feel like fighting games are at that point where you could, if someone comes out with like a really good fighting game, good fighting game that can actually retain players, they'll take over like. Yeah, well done. I respect that. I respect it though.
A sword knows its owner. Choose your own path.
Yeah, my minions actually got the tower. Sweet. Well, now that I have my 40% CDR, now it's kind of unwinnable for him. Unless he like fucking just outplays me with Flash. Flash is actually a possibility to outplay. Right about Rising Thunder, which is huge success, hasn't done anything past 3 years since buying it. Hey, you never know, right? There's some stuff with Riot where they say like they're making a new game, so. I mean, there's been rumors for years and years, but they've been more prevalent this past year, so you never know. It's a matter of when.
How should I proceed? For those who were
MMORPG fog? Now there's no way it's gonna be that.
learn from them.
There's like a 0% chance of happening. Other genres though, like stuff like Overwatch, card games, that has a chance of definitely happening. Fighting game has a chance of happening too, because of the Rising Thunder thing. But MMORPG, I'm pretty sure there's like no chance, unless like maybe in like the super far future, like 6 years or something. You think anime could happen? I'm very doubtful.
An enemy has been slain.
Damn. That was almost really close. That was actually well, like super well played by him. But like I said, he doesn't have outplay potential at this point anymore in this matchup. It's more likely they'll make a League mobile if they do anything. I think they already have a League of Legends mobile for like at least the Chinese. I'm pretty sure like it's literally League of Legends, it just has a different name. But Riot didn't want to put like their name on that thing there. I don't know, there was some like talk about that with like Tencent, I think, a while back. I could be wrong.
What conflict awaits?
Damn, their entire team was there. I cleared the pink, but apparently there was another word there or something, because it wasn't showing with my active. Flash ignite fiddlesticks. What a god.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Burdens of the past.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Choose your own path. My hand is still.
Slain an enemy.
This matchup is really even, like level 6-ish, but then becomes so hard. Dude, this Karthus is being a meanie to me. It's like I'm having, dude, it actually, whoa, holy shit. Anyway, this actually feels so weird because I just spawn, go into against the Zed, we kill each other, and then we spawn again, and we just keep doing it over and over again. This feels like such a weird League game. Ooh. Goodbye, bro.
My spirit is not lost.
guessing game. It's a 50-50.
Has destroyed a turret.
My spirit is not lost.
Has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
I didn't have flash. What?
Dominating.
He dead.
Okay.